It's time now for the Video Channel 11 o'clock news. It is late Thursday, March 24th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am late at 11 o'clock news and headlines. Top story at 11 is in Brussels, where Belgian police arrested 6 people in their probe on Tuesday's Islamic State suicide bombings in Brussels, where authorities in France said they forwarded a militant plot there that was at an event stage. While police officers outside of Brussels courtroom were Salah Abdeslam, a suspect in the Paris attacks, appeared on Thursday. The hearing was postponed until April 7th. Gary Shandling recognized his talent for making people laugh back when he was in middle school, but it was until a near-fatal car crash during the left that he decided taking comedy seriously, as Shandling has died at the age of 66. A day after Governor Pat McCrory of North Carolina signed a sweeping law in eliminating anti-discrimination protections from all lesbians, gays, and bisexuals, and barred transgender people from using bathrooms that do not match the gender they were born. Pope Francis announces modern-day Judaism is beyond terror attacks. Jerusalem, Israel, the nation's Human Rights Council for adopted a measure that calls for establishment of a database of business and involvement in activities in occupied West Bank. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysia police have detained 15 more suspected Islamic State members who are police alleged planning to launch attacks and try to obtain chemicals to make bombs. Moscow, the United States and Russia are calling for the drafting of the new Syrian constitution by August. Former England Sunderland midfielder Adam Johnson, who had been sentenced to 6 years in prison for criminal engagement in sexual activity with a girl aged 15. Representative Marsha Blackburn of Republican Tennessee presided over a meeting this month at the Special House Committee investigating fetal tissue research. Prosecutors say Bruce Wayne Walls went more than 6 brothels, each with 8 to 10 prostitutes in the Houston area, and alleged Walls got $400 per week from each of the women. San Diego security alert was issued in the U.S. Naval Medical Center in San Diego on Thursday after gunmen were reported to have been seen inside a main hospital. The alert was lifted hours later when no suspect was found, a base spokesman said. A man was fatally shot Thursday after holding his ex-girlfriend hostage outside an outfit seaport in Redlands, California, near Los Angeles for about 2 hours, officials said. And local news. Plainwood Park Casino will be the main sponsor of the concert series at Fenway Park in Boston this summer, as the series being named after the casino. As the series will feature headline acts such as James Taylor, Billy Joel, and Zach Brown. A Rehoboth relationship between teachers and the Rehoboth Regional School Committee continue to be strained over unsuccessful contract talks. Foxborough, the town will ask the legislature for no fewer than 10 new liquor licenses when at all alcohol package store license and 9 all alcohol restaurant licenses. The residents agreed at the annual town meeting in May. North Attleboro, when Selectman candidate Mike Lennox arrived at a council and agent St. Patrick's Day lunch last week, he was told office seekers were allowed to mingle at special functions. In Taunton, a 40-day Thursday afternoon event by the homicide victim at State and Taunton police continued conducting a manhunt for the suspect found in a fatal shooting outside of 5th Avenue apartment hours earlier in the morning. Plainville, homeless veteran and his cat have received more than $3,000 in donations and well-wishers and letters of encouragement from all over, including the United Kingdom and Germany. Well, but the widow in Ann Arbor, a man who had died 4 years ago in a battle cell, asking to donate $5,000 to the police department to be used for the detective division. In Newsman, Massachusetts, Boston, prosecutors have dropped charges against 4 men in the country illegally and accused of assaulting a couple in Framingham. The Boston Globe reports that prosecutors said in court that Thursday that new evidence charged in an investigation that involved the Guatemalan citizens. 19-year-old Elmer Diaz, 24-year-old Ariel Diaz, 32-year-old Aiden Diaz, and 27-year-old Marlon Jose Joaquin Philip have been charged in indecent assault and battery and kidnapping. Boston and Bill that would an automatic driver's license suspensions up to 5 years, and people convicted of less serious drug offenses in Massachusetts landed on Governor Charlie Baker's desk. Yahoo's board under attack the latest heading from Marissa Mayer, as Starboard has called for the replacement of Yahoo's entire board, including CEO Marissa Mayer. Pebbles given the pink slip to roughly a quarter of his workforce to decide that it's all not well with a smartwatch maker. The layoffs come at a time for wearables industry whose fitness trackers are not ever connected devices have been seen. While out-of-wall shares are down since scientists have created a stripped-down life form with a bacterium with a minimal number of genes needed to keep it going. They hope to use it as a platform to create design of life forms that say it's already taught them some important and humbling. Paul McCann was fired by Sweden's Karolinska University for lying about his scientific achievements and conducting a procedure he knew wasn't effective. Wetlands, Texas. Series is coming into focus. But many mysteries about the door planet remain as newly released image can provide. NASA's on spacecraft revealed close-up look at the Earth's odd bright spots and a giant man and hint at a fleet of 4 ships returned to Japan on Thursday after killing 333 whales in the Antarctica as part of the country's controversial hunt. Rio de Janeiro, the Zika virus could have entered Brazil 2013, 2 years before, was confirmed here in Europe before previously believed the news study claimed. Couples who wish to get pregnant may want to avoid caffeine because it's associated with an increased risk of miscarriage, a new study from the National Institute of Health suggests. San Jose, California, New York, a federal judge on Thursday ordered Gilead Sciences Incorporated to pay Merck & Company $200 million of damage for infringement to Merck patients related to a lucrative care for hepatitis C. The damage award is far less. No more number 2 real cases in the United States rose last year for the first time in nearly a quarter century, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported on Thursday. Okay, look at New England slurs in Revere, Massachusetts at Copeland Circle and Murphy Actor Rollo with 2 parties being evaluated by EMS. And in Chelsea, Massachusetts at the Burger King, Everett, Massachusetts, Everett Avenue, a strong order of natural gas in the building. Units responded as no readers or voters believe the host talk reported by a rate customer according to the New England alerts. And in Lynn, Massachusetts, 40 Endicott Street, Tier 1 has been a known suspect. Units responded as being reported to the clandestine drug lab. Peter Chell News Time, 11:06 p.m. and it's late Thursday night, time now for a travel report. Let's study off down in Rhode Island, where it is looking good on the highways and byways of Rhode Island. Down in New Bedford on 195 on the westbound side, we got an accident just after Route 18 and exit 15 and 14, so expect a few delays. On the Cape, Route 6 from 7 on Orleans and Route 20 looking from Borden Falmouth in the Borden 7 Bridge are looking good. Route 3 is previously a little slow from Route 18 Weymouth all the way to Union Street in Braintree, but you're good to go. And on Store Drive in the eastbound side, it's a little slow from Cambridge Street all the way out to past the Museum of Science Park. And 93 on the southbound side, a little slow on the northbound side for the Assembly Square section in Somerville, so expect some delays. 120 on the southbound side, get an accident around Route 28 in Redden, 495 on the northbound side, a little slow around Route 3 in Billerica, so expect some delays. 93 on the northbound side, so around 213 in Methuen, but otherwise, highways and byways in Massachusetts are linking as Mass Pike interchange with 293-95, Auburn and I-91 in Springfield, it's a little slow. At Connecticut, Route 25 on the northbound side, we get an accident around Route 111 up in Trumbull, Connecticut, so expect some delays. But otherwise, highways and byways at Connecticut are looking good. Down in New York City, out in Manhattan, FDR Drive on the northbound side, also over the East Village, doing an accident on the FDR Drive before the Williamsburg Bridge exit, so expect some delays. Queens Midtown Tunnel, it is slow from the Long Expressway all the way out to eastern Midtown Manhattan. Lincoln Tunnel on the westbound side, it is slow. Holland Tunnel, both ends, it's a little slow. FDR Drive, it's slow from Midtown Tunnel all the way at the Upper East Side. Long Island Tunnel on the westbound side. Long Island Expressway on the westbound side, so from 278 all the way out to Midtown Manhattan. 98 on the northbound side, a little around the Porter 40 bus terminal. 278 on the westbound side, it's slow after the Verizon Narrows Bridge, and before the Verizon Narrows Bridge, there were a couple of accidents around 278 before the Verizon Narrows Bridge. 278 on the westbound side, it is slow for the Sunset Park stretch of Brooklyn. See Robert, I'm doing some New York traffic. Jackie Robinson Parkway is a little slow around the Woodhaven stretch. Belt Parkway is slow after the JFK International Airport, to a couple of accidents around JFK. 678 on the northbound side, it is slow on the JFK exit. Couple of accidents around the Grand Central Parkway just near LaGuardia Airport. 95 on the Frogs Neck Parkway and the eastbound side, it is slow after Route 95 on the Bronx. 95 on both ends, it's slow from the Bronx all the way up to the George Washington Bridge on both ends. I-87 on the southbound side, it is slow around Interstate 95 into the Bronx. New York State 3 is moving from New York all the way out to Erie, Pennsylvania via Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. And 190 on the southbound side, it is slow after Niagara Falls, after the Canadian border, and I-87 on the southbound side slow after the Canadian border in Plattsburgh. And on I-78 on the eastbound side, a little slower on the Bethlehem, Pennsylvania stretch due to an accident on 78 on the eastbound side around Bethlehem on Route 22 just before I-78. But I-78 is moving from New York all the way out to Harrisburg. Pennsylvania Turnpike is moving from Philadelphia all the way out to Pittsburgh. New Jersey Turnpike is moving from New York all the way out to the Delaware. Grocery Parkway is looking good. And 95 on the northbound side in Maryland, we got a couple of accidents around Route 152 in Clayton and a couple of accidents on 95 on the southbound side around Bradshaw, Maryland, so expect some delays. Up in northern New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways out. London gets up on the I-89 on the southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border in Vermont. But otherwise, northern New England, it's looking good. Okay, look at MBTA alerts at 11:10. Green Line B branch express trains continue to terminate at the Park Street station. On the commuter rail, looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. Better tell news time is now 11:11 on this late Thursday night, and it is time now for a weather report. And looking at radar situation here, and it shows and it's seeing radar, and it shows a couple of little bits of rain showers up in the Adirondacks and upstate New York. And the west of us, we're seeing a lot of snow showers from eastern and central portions of Nova Scotia, stretching into northern New Brunswick, and stretching on to northern Quebec, and stretching on in eastern Ontario, stretching on to northern Michigan. It is sleeting from Montreal down for Toronto, and it's raining from western New York from Buffalo, stretching all the way down for western Pennsylvania, stretching on all the way down for West Virginia, stretching Kentucky, Tennessee, then from Alabama, and stretching around the Gulf States from New Orleans, stretching on to Jacksonville and Orlando, and stretching up into Georgia and central South Carolina. And this is a heavy band of rain showers. Zooming you out a little bit, it's heavy rain from east to Fayette, Kentucky, stretching all the way down for Chillicothe, Ohio, down for Lancaster, Ohio, and stretching between Columbus and Cambridge, Ohio, stretching to New Philadelphia, Ohio, stretching down for Youngstown, down for Erie, Pennsylvania, stretching around Jamestown, and stretching some heavy rain south of Buffalo, New York. And timing on the future cast, we're going to experience some spotty snow showers here in southern New England while seeing some sleet and snow showers up in New Hampshire and Maine and up in Vermont in the overnight hours. Well, this is a heavier rain from Utica stretching down for Ithaca by about 5:42 in the morning. And it's going to be in western Massachusetts and Vermont and New Hampshire by about 7:52. And then the rain's going to be making its way down for Worcester and up in New Hampshire, Maine by about 10 a.m. And then this is a heavy band of rain showers from New York down for New Jersey, down for Dover, down for Delaware by about 12 noon. And then, pow! Heavy rain from Boston down for Providence, down for Islip, stretching out of New York City down for coastal New Jersey, down for Delaware by about 2 o'clock. And the rain's going to be moving out of here by about 6, 8 o'clock and be out of here by about 11 o'clock. So, I'm expecting heavy rain at times on Friday with a few rumbles of thunder while seeing some spotty snow flurries 24 hours from now up in Vermont. So, the Wheaton Lions home opener game against the Suffolk in baseball at Citadel Stadium could be in jeopardy due to the rain because they don't want to see the fans cheering the Wheaton Lions baseball in the pouring rain. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. While you're sleeping over now tonight, periods of drizzle before 2 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers after 2 a.m. Petrograd bars, most class skies probably about low at 40 degrees, southeast about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chest patient 20%. Friday showers likely between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Petrograd before 1 p.m. more class skies about high about 600 degrees and southward about 10 to 14 miles sky 28 miles an hour. Chest patient is 7%. New percent between 10 quarter and inch possible for Friday night. Chance of showers maybe before 8 p.m. Most skies the gradually becoming most skies clear skies about 37 degrees and north for about 9 miles on gust 22 miles on Chesapeake 30%. Saturday, most cars how about 47 about 33 degrees at north, wind about 8 to 10 miles with shifting in northeast about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Sunday, most of the podcast got about 55 about 37 degrees. Monday, church rain, most cars got about 56, low about 37 degrees, Chesapeake 45%. Tuesday, Chesapeake before 11 a.m. Then mostly Sunday podcast got about 40 about 30 degrees, Chesapeake 30%. Wednesday, Sunday podcast got about 51 about 37 degrees. And for Thursday, most of got about 61 degrees. Currently here in Norton, it's hazy and 40 with a humidity of 93%. And that's going to be it for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news at the late. Further than that, March 24th, 2016, present. Hope you have a good night with a good positive. And I'll be looking forward to see you tomorrow morning with a more important good night.